Gulf of Mexico at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa, as we bring you the NFL on EA Sports. So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. Now it's Bucky Irving to return. He's to midfield. They're going to be set up with a short field. What a tremendous kick return.
Anytime you find yourself on the road, you want to do anything you can early to establish yourself and quiet this crowd. And I'll tell you, there's no better way than to take the opening kickoff nearly all the way and set up your offense with great field position to start this game.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Here comes Otten in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Mayfield. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. They find the end zone here on the opening drive, and Greg, they're able to do it in the air.
Mike, it makes you wonder, is this drive a sign of things to come? I mean, this secondary, they had their hands full there. Are we going to see it repeated throughout the rest of this game, or are they going to have some answers on defense?
McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Bucs will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On play action, Mayfield. Going up top for Evans. And that is incomplete. He was trying to fit that one into Mike Evans. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
Regular. What's up?
They go play action with Mayfield. He finds Mr. Reliable, Mike Evans. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Going up top for Evans. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. He's going to look downfield once again.
Well, that's the fast start they talked about all week, Mike. You come out, you take the immediate lead with your opening drive. Your defense goes out there, they force a turnover early. All these plays allow you to just keep stacking momentum early in this ball game. This game is far from over, but anytime you get out to a start like this, it is a lot harder for your opponent to battle back.
They face 2nd down and 7.
Hey, alert! Run. Real. What's up?
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. And he might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Regular.
From the gun, it's Mayfield. This one is taken in downfield. Big completion. 25 yards, the pickup there. It's a 1st down for Tampa Bay. Throwing is Mayfield. That's caught. It's Bucky Irving. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Regular, regular, regular! Watch out!
Baker going to give it to Irving. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Mayfield. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. So they take the shot downfield, and it is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. What a big play that is, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike. And the key to a play like this is when the ball travels this far in the air, they teach you, don't look back, look up, because that's where the ball will be. And in this case, he was able to secure it and come away with a big touchdown.
So after one, the Bucs have the early lead. We'll have more from Tampa after this. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10.
Up, up!
They run with the Oregon man. It's Bucky Irving. He'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Levante David doing his work on defense. 2nd down throw for Mayfield. That's caught left side by Otten. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
On 2nd down, Baker. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Going up top for Evans. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
They'll go. Mayfield. This is caught. He's got a long way to go.
You know, Mike, you could almost just look down in the huddle and the players are looking at the sideline like, Coach, isn't the punt team going to come out? And the coach was having none of it. He says, no, you're staying on the field. We're being aggressive all day.
Oh, the defender able to get his head around and intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. On the ground, it's Irving. Room to run at the 35. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a 1st down. 2 minutes remain here in this 1st half. Greg and I back from Tampa after a timeout. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Mayfield. Now, screen set up for Irving. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Now the Bucs will take their 1st timeout. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. A ball deep for the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. He's got it. And the Bucs are on the board. It's now 14-7. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Run.
On 1st down is Mayfield. To the left side to Godwin. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
King.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. Look wide. Get this one complete. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
Hey, we're 33.
Throwing is Baker. He'll try and get there on the ground. Timeout here, Tampa Bay. That is their 2nd, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. On 4th down, Mayfield. And that is not going to work. Incomplete, and they turn it over on down.
Regular.
Mayfield to throw it here on 1st down. Going for it all. That is hot. And he will go all the way. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
On the return is Sean Tucker. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. To throw is Mayfield. He's able to keep his eyes downfield for the completion. Now the Bucs will take their 1st timeout.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. All right, Coach, thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Both teams look good on the offensive side in the first half. Will it carry over? We're about to find out. Second half is underway. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. To throw is Mayfield. Going up top for Evans. And that is incomplete.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense and make them defend the entire field. Because as they're worried about him running by them, there is a lot of space open underneath.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
And barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it just seemed like a really wasted possession to go 3 and out, not able to pick up a single 1st down. Not only do you not able to gain any field position advantage, it really takes a lot of the wind out of your sails as you find yourself jogging off the field and the punt team coming on.
Open man, right side, he's got it. And he's going to have the Buccaneers 1st down. They'll get the conversion. It's a gain of 14. Mayfield to throw. Pressure gets there, and down he goes.
It's 2nd and 21 at the 35-yard line.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Off the play fake, it's Mayfield. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
It's a gain of 28 as they convert on 3rd down. Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. That's over the middle and intercepted. And the Buccaneers are going to get the football at their own 23.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Here's 1st and 10.
Alert.
Baker to throw. A pass pulled in by Irving. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Run.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
Real.
Mayfield to throw on 1st and 10. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
Let's go.
Here's his 2nd and 6.
Regular.
2nd and 6 at the Buccaneers 36-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. Now he'll run. And he'll be brought down on what will be the final act here in this 3rd quarter. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. This is intercepted. And he's going to give a short field to his offense here as they try to break the tie.
Mayfield pass intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the
From the gun, it's Mayfield. This is intercepted. Picked off by Zion McCollum. And the Buccaneers are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
Now Mayfield. A pass, it's complete. It's Shepard. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. A give. This is Irving. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing is Mayfield. Going up top for Evans. That's hard. And he's going to take this one all the way into the end zone. There is a marker down. I'm going to get the call, but I think this one is going to stand. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Buccaneers have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. Here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he goes nowhere, buried back at the 15-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Here's Mayfield. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down. Gonna need a big play now. 3rd down and long. He'll look to throw. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
I've been in enough locker rooms in my day, Mike, and pretty much all of the messages are the same. We want to start the second half fast. We want to take the fight to our opponent. Well, snapping the ball inside your own 5-yard line after that sack, I promise you, was not part of the speech. And if they're not careful, they're on the verge of surrendering 2 points here.